Alright guys, Prepper Challenge number 5 is going to be all about water. 1. Finding your water. Storing your water. Purification of your water. Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be right back with the rest of this video. Alright guys, Prepper Challenge number 5 is what you have to do. You have to collect 5 gallons of water and you have to purify it to the point to where you use it for your drinking water. You can make sweet tea with it, you can make ice with it, you can cook with it, brush your teeth with it. But you need to use the entire 5 gallons. Why? You need to know what your purification method tastes like. If you plan to distill it, that takes a massive amount of energy, inputs to extract a minimal amount of water. If you use a chemical treatment like a bleach or an iodine, it's going to taste different than what you're used to. You need to become accustomed to this and understand it. Even if you do a bad job and you get sick from it, it is much better for you to understand A, you did a bad job, and B, how to navigate that illness now than if there was an actual emergency situation. Now, beyond that 5 gallons that you purify any way you want to. You can boil it, you can filter it, you can treat it with bleach, you can use iodine, whatever method you intend to use to purify your emergency drinking water. That's the method you use, and you use 5 gallons. In addition to that, you have to collect enough water from wherever your water source is to flush your toilet the entire 7 days of this challenge. 7 days, you only flush your toilet with the water that you've collected from your non-incoming water source. Alright, so you get to keep your sink, your shower. Use that. I want you to stay clean and hygienic and whatnot. But you have to come to your toilet. Right here is your water coming into your tank. You're going to turn it off. You'll have no water coming to your toilet whatsoever. You will still be able to flush your toilet. And the idea is that you could fill up the tank, but you don't necessarily have to. And the water doesn't have to be purified. You just have to get enough water to add to the toilet until it flushes. That is the way that you will flush your toilet for the entire week of this challenge. And so what this will do is allow you to still have your shower, your sink, and still stay clean, but you will have to navigate having enough water to flush your toilet when you need to flush it. And that's going to be your water getting portion long-term challenge. If you have a well coming in, you can use your well, but you can't use your electricity, right? So if you got a well and it's hooked up to electricity, then you can't use that. If you have an electric well with a hand well attached to it and you can use your hand well, then you win. I mean, no doubt about it. If you have it set up on a solar system, then okay, you're ready to. Otherwise, you have to collect your water. You can do it in the form of a rain catch. You can do it in a gutter system. This simple rain catch system here runs right into this 55-gallon drum and then into the little cabin there. That's It could be a simple rain catch, or it could be a little bit more complicated rain catch. But you have to have rain for it to work. It doesn't really matter how you collect your water, just as long as it is not from an incoming tap of city or county water. There's things to consider if you're collecting from a creek like this. One, the water's flowing, but that does not change the fact that it is full of microorganisms, algae, a number of things that might prove to be pathogens this year, including chemicals. If there's any runoff from agricultural or industry into this creek here, then there's a pretty good chance that it's also chemically tainted. If you boil the water, that kills the biological stuff. It does not necessarily do anything for the chemical side of it. That requires filtering, heavy metals and things like that. You are only going to be using about 5 gallons of water in this exercise, but the idea is what would you do long term, and that's what the exercise is about. So 7 days, guys. Use all the 5 gallons of water, however you use water in your house for consumption. That's the water that you're purified. And if you purify it and you don't bottle it and put it in an enclosed type situation, and it has access to sunlight, whatever biological organisms that lived in it are going to have an explosion. And just because you purified it a week ago does not necessarily mean that it's still good to drink today. So those are other things that you need to consider. A lot of precautions that need to be taken here. You can go a full month without food. Like pretty much anybody in America has enough built up nutrition that you could probably go for a 30-day fast and do all right. Anything after that, you might be getting into some danger zones. But when it comes to water, you go 72 hours without water, you start losing all types of function. Your body literally starts shutting down. After 24 hours without hydration, you will start having unbearable headaches. Your mouth will become completely parched. There's tricks that you can do. You can suck on pebbles. You can do a lot of different things to try to help with that. But the fact of the matter is, you go beyond 72 hours without hydration and you are largely in danger of death. I saved this challenge till now because of that. So you guys, and if you're suffering from severe hydration and you throw any kind of intestinal distress on it, diarrhea, you're going to have problems. You are going to be dehydrating literally from both ends. So take a lot of caution in this challenge, and do your due research on how you are going to purify your water, where your water is coming from. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Click like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll be back with more great content just like this. See ya. Bye.